And I did something fun too, because you'll notice that if you're listening to this at home and you're listening to this album, it sounds very much like a soundtrack, which was kind of hinted at in the bio when, this Frank guy said, hey, I want to do stuff for that. And he obviously got two of his songs into a video game. So I did my own plot synopsis for this movie, like an imaginary movie in my head, and this is the soundtrack for it. So what's going to happen is every 3 songs, I'm going to give you a chunk of the plot synopsis to have the story progress, and it's going to keep the viewers on edge and they want to hear more.
I am so glad that you are up to shenanigans this episode.
Some students at the local Midwich Valley High School decided it would be fun to try some occult stuff to scare the new kid. Little did they know they opened a portal to hell and evil spirits and demons have started pouring out. As demons begin silently making their way into the town's outskirts, our protagonist, Jack Trilogy, is a sexy, slick, hairy-chested, sparkling, mulleted ass kicker hired to kick ass in the name of ass kicking. Jack is going about his business and kicking ass when he starts to realize something is wrong and maybe it has something to do with the sky turning red. The problem has only gotten worse to the point where it seems like this is now a national emergency. The president is made aware and declares a state of emergency. The red sky is far more than the main issue now. The demons have started pouring into the city and all of its main centers. 347 midnight demons to be unnecessarily specific. The president calls in all the air support he can, all the support he can, but seeing the current state of the city, will it matter at all? As Jack Trilogy makes his way through town in his 1984 amethyst-colored Chevy convertible, he gets a call from the president on his Mobira Cityman Model 1320 cellular telephone. I had to do research for that part. Jack is summoned to the White House immediately. The president needs Jack Trilogy. America needs Jack Trilogy. End of part 2.
Oh my God.
Jack Trilogy makes it to the White House, but it looks like it's too late. The building is standing but crumbling all around. Jack attempts to enter the property but is met by a handful of large midnight demons. Surrounded, there's only one thing he can and wants to do: fight. Jack begins to battle the demons in an awesome and epic 80s montage-style fight. It's so unbelievably cool and mind-blowing that I won't even bother describing it because no words can do it a crumb of justice. As the battle wages... I fucking love that description. As the battle rages on, Jack starts to become overwhelmed. As much as he is a kick-ass ass-kicking machine, currently kicking all the ass, these are paranormal forces. Nearing the jaws of defeat, a man drops from the sky, sending a shockwave out and making the demons scatter. It's Matt Stryker. As the demons scatter, the 10-foot-tall man cloaked in steel muscles tells Jack what happened and that they have the power to close the portal once and for all. He bestows an ancient power called Acto Temporal de Dios to Jack. You can translate that if you want, because I think the title is hilarious on that one too. He bestows the power to Jack in his sweet Chevy convertible in case anything happens. Just then, Matt Stryker explodes. That sucks that he died so suddenly. Seems like he could have been a cool guy. Mourning the loss of his very brief best friend and heterosexual power partner, Jack realizes it's now up to him to save the United States and even the world.
What?
Jack sees an apparition of his former best friend and heterosexual power partner, Matt Stryker. He is told that the portal opened from Midwich Valley High School, and that's where he needs to go to destroy the head demon and end this once and for all. Matt says the name Tracy Zoo before his ethereal body explodes. This guy has exploded twice now.
You said in a school. How is this not Hogwarts?
Well, I mentioned school at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's where they originally opened the portal.
Yeah.
So I'm tying it all back in.
Yes, it's Hogwarts.
Getting into his sweet Chevy convertible that now has the power of Acto Temporal de Dios, which, by the way, just stands for a temporary act of God. It's supposed to be a joke. He is able to make it to the school in mere minutes. The supernatural energy surrounds the school as Jack is forced to fight his way inside through minor henchmen demons. There he finds a girl crawling on the ground. With her last breath, she said that the succubus demon has taken over the school and is in the auditorium. So that's where he makes his way, to the auditorium. He sees Tracy Zhu, the school's principal, who has now been possessed. She manages to flee the scene before Jack can start kicking her ass with his new magical ass-kicking abilities. Jack goes after her, fighting his way through other minor henchman demons. His new powers give him occasional strength and extra durability that kind of comes and goes. You can tell where the comedy comes out in this. Jesus, I loved writing this. She runs off into a wooded area near the school where Jack follows closely behind. This turns out to be a trap as she controls the 347 midnight demons. Jack faces off in an epic battle with the 5 demons. Again, it's so epic that I would be a fool to even begin to describe the majesty of it all. Jack defeats the demons one by one as his powers begin to fade. He notices one of the demons absorbing the power of its fallen brothers. Growing in size and power, it snatches Tracy out of the air, who has been hovering this whole time. It absorbs her power. Almost done. The demon is too strong. It launches itself into the sky, leaving a weakened Tracy on the ground. Still having a portion of the demonic powers inside of her, Jack enlists her to do the right thing and kick ass with him for the good of the world and their souls. They get into Jack's sweet Chevy convertible, which has returned to its normal state for the time being. They drive as fast as they can, following the demon shadow across the sky. They're eventually led back into town, seeing that the city is in ruins. Fire and smoke blanket most streets, and buildings lie in piles of rubble. Jack is able to kind of use his power to allow Tracy to regain her strength. Realizing she has a role to play in all of this destruction and that she still has demonic powers inside of her, she vows to help stop this. Their powers combine surge, allowing them to get into unbelievably cool fights along the way. Ones I don't even have time to describe, but trust me, they're fucking awesome. More demons are defeated, allowing Tracy to absorb their souls. She feels she can use this to defeat the evil head demon. She spots the head demon in the sky, draining more souls of the 347 midnight demons. She takes off in flight after him. Then Jack sees a survivor, Sally plot device. She's being surrounded by some of the demons. Jack steps into the fight. As he defeats a few, his powers wear off again, leaving him to be thrown around and beaten up by the demons. Sally starts to run away, and as she does, Jack notices an orange glow coming from inside her clutched fist. The demons take off after her. Jack feels too weak to chase.
Infinity Stone.
Yeah, you're right. The demons take off after her. Jack feels too weak to chase. His powers are gone. They may be gone for him, but his sweet Chevy convertible radiates with brilliant light and electricity. This is his only chance to save that girl, kill those demons, and find out what she's hiding.
Excellent.
Jack is able to run down the demons in his high-powered turbo killer. That's the name of his car now, his sweet Chevy convertible. With the car having powers, it's able to deploy weaponry to help destroy each teammate it comes across. Jack catches up to Sally and summons her into the car. Summons her.
Yeah, into the front seat. That's why freaking Tracy was crammed into the back seat.
Yeah, well, now she's up in the air fighting big dude, which I'm going to reference in a minute anyway.
All right.
She reveals she has a cursed gemstone that opened up the portal. She was one of the main students who opened it. Who would have saw that twist coming, huh?
Definitely not her family name.
She claims it can be closed again, but she needs to find the book to know how.
Of course.
There was a book that they obviously read to open the portal.
Uh-huh.
How did they get this gemstone? I don't know. Maybe that'll come in a sequel one day. Jack drives back towards the school just as they see Tracy and the demon plummet from the sky towards the school. How convenient. As they drive there, the car is attacked by demons trying to get at Sally Stone. The car's weaponry is able to hold them off just long enough to get close to the school. The car is eventually overwhelmed and destroyed. Jack no longer feels his powers and the car is gone. Instinctually, for no reason, Jack feels inclined to eat the gem. Sally stands horrified that he ruined the... What's that?
What, does he have pica?
If he does, it works for the story, trust me. Cool. He feels inclined to eat the gem. Sally stands horrified that he just ruined the final chance to end all of this. Jack is overtaken by a grand ancient power that allows him to defeat all of the demons facing them. They make their way into the school where Jack sees that Tracy and the demon have crashed through the ceiling and right back into the auditorium where the portal remains open. Jack sees the demon absorbing the soul of a now deceased Tracy. The demon retreats into the portal, becoming more powerful than ever. With Jack's new ancient power, he says he will go in and destroy the demon and see to it that the portal is closed forever. With no intention of coming back, he storms his way through the portal, leaving Sally to find the book under a small amount of rubble, and once inside, she finds the spell to reseal the portal. End of Jack Trilogy.
Not at one time did I even anticipate where you were going with any of this.
Good.